People like that, corporations like that, they have all the money, they have all the power, and they use it to make people like you go away.
All right, here it is. 15 people from Arcadia participated in the HT1 drug trial. 10 of them died of liver failure.
A study in the Journal of the American Medical Association Monday links GlaxoSmithKline's Avandia diabetes drug to heart risk. Avandia is a commonly prescribed diabetes drug that, according to the study, increases the risks of heart disease, stroke, and death.
It's identical.
It's HT1. I've spent 3 years learning everything I could about the drug that killed my sister. That is HT1.
So Hoffman is going to release HT1 as Viaplex. A lot of people are going to die.
But if there are persistent complaints, eventually people will take notice.
Eventually is the key word. Eventually. People will die. Their friends and family will call the government and will be forced to make a very public and heartfelt apology and pay some fines. But you know what happens between now and eventually? We make billions of dollars. That fine was 14% of the profit. 14%. That's like tipping your waiter. Thank you very much for taking our drugs. Here's a little something for your family.
GlaxoSmithKline agreeing to pay approximately $460 million in order to settle the majority of lawsuits that alleged its Avandia diabetes drug can cause heart attacks and strokes. The average settlement of $46,000 is considered to be a win for the firm among most analysts.
I mean, you and I kill a guy, we go to prison. I mean, my company kills a guy and pays a fine. I mean, that's just the cost of doing business.
Right now, you're suffering under an enormous weight.
One day, December 5th, 2008, America's banks borrowed $1.2 trillion from the Fed.
We took billions from the banks. Billions. And what did the government do when they finally caught us? They wrote us a giant check and begged us to make it all better.
5 years ago, when the financial system crashed, the FBI, SEC, IRS, Interpol, they all did their jobs. They investigated, and they found massive fraud, market manipulation, secret deals, pension funds loaded with worthless paper, people's life savings burnt. And because they knew they'd broken the system, the rich and powerful, well, they got all their money out. Now, you think I'm a thief, Agent Casey? 1/3 of the entire world's wealth disappeared. Biggest heist in history. And we know who did it.
Bottom line, the nation's 6th largest bank saw their assets grow by 39% from September of 2006 to September of this year. From $6.8 trillion then to $9.5 trillion now.
Government agencies, they closed all the cases. They took all the files of all the cases they could have prosecuted, all the savings accounts of all the stolen money, and they filed it away. That file is the Black Book.
The holy grail of the ones who got away with it. Justice is always easy.
There it is, man. The Holy Grail.
1,000 bad guys.
A lot of revenge in there. Just waiting on a righteous man to take a swing.
They just pay a fine? They just buy my son's life?
People like that. Corporations like that. They have all the money, they have all the power, and they use it to make people like you go away. Right now, you're suffering under an enormous weight. We provide leverage.